Okay, folks, she made it to the other side. You made it to the other side. So I gave you a bunch of examples of how to use emphasis. So using it with color or texture or line, um, shape and form. So you have a bunch of examples of as you again are you as you're developing your aesthetic, you won't use any one, right? So it's not like your focal point is always going to be color or it's always going to be texture, it's always going to be shape. Although there are some designers that are known primarily for using color or the lack of, right? We talked about Yogi Yamamoto before previously, and he uses a lot of black and gray and very neutral, that neutral, everything in that monochromatic neutral color wheel. So you have some great examples of using emphasis in design. Okay, all right. So moving forward, next week for our next module, a couple of things are happening with our next module. Our next module, when it opens, we have two topics to cover. And then your project, your final project is going to open, and that is going to be your opportunity to show me. Actually, I'm gonna say show us, show your classmates your aesthetic, because I am gonna make that assignment peer reviewed. So it's just not me looking at your stuff. Your classmates gonna look at your stuff too, right? So I think it's really important that, especially in this environment that we've been so separate. All right, you've been sharing a lot in the discussion board. We've been so separate that I want you to see each other's work and how your aesthetic has been developing across the semester. Now, that's not to say that you are not going to continue to evolve your aesthetic as you mature, right? And I say that in the manner of what 24-year-old Professor Johnson wore is much different than what 49-year-old Professor Johnson wore, but there's still some elements that are in there. I've always been a print girl. I always loved prints. Red has been my signature color for forever. And I've always loved a puff sleeve jacket. So my aesthetic, even though it has evolved, there are some components of my personal aesthetic that has stayed the same. So I'm really excited to see where you are today, right? And how you will evolve into the future, okay? All right, so if you have any questions, you know what to do. And please, please, please be ready for registration, right? It's coming. The schedule is out. Be ready for registration when your registration date and time happens, okay? See you in the cloud.